Hey, do you want to get more creative? Do you want to innovate? You want to make more money? You want to do things differently? Do you want to do things better? Do you want to have a better work-life balance? Do you want to get more shit done? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then give me a love heart right now. Whether you're watching live or on replay, hit me up with a love heart. Give me a love heart right now. If you want if you want to get creative, if you want to innovate more, if you want to make more money, give me a love heart. If you want to do things differently, if you want to do things better, give me a love heart. If you want better work-life balance, give me a love heart. If you want to get more shit done. Good morning, Maddie Fletcher. Good morning, Marissa. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Chris Stevenson. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Alyssa. Good morning, whoever else I missed this morning. Look, if you answered yes to any of those requests that you may have, then stay tuned to JT in the Raw, as I'm going to share my number one suggestion for you to achieve thinking clarity to be able to achieve stuff. Oh, Marissa. Dane Mitchell, how are you, mate? Good to see you on board. Julian, I was over there in New Zealand this week. How are you? I hope you're still on holidays, aren't you? You still gallivanting around the country, the world at the moment? Pete Crawford, good to see you this morning. Seriously, this morning I'm going to share my number one suggestion to help you think more clearly, so that you therefore can be creative, therefore you can do some things a little bit differently in your business. And by the way, if you know anyone at any stage during today's show that you think could benefit from thinking more clearly, please tag them in the comments below. It'd be great for them to get a chance to watch the show either live or on replay. Morning, TK, Tim, I can't say your surname, you know that. Morning, Eugene, how are you? So welcome to JT in the Raw, show 110, where I chew the thin on business. And after 26 years of running a business, I know a little bit about running a business, but I got more chews to thin than anybody else. But in all seriousness, this is about helping you run your business better, run your department better, even coach your sporting team better through my mistakes and through my lessons and through my thoughts and actions. I'm hoping to help you guys. Remember, it's raw, it's authentic, it's unedited, and I love, as I said, for you to share the show. So today I want you to think and do differently around thinking clearly. So I just got a couple of shout outs before I get started. Just want to do a big shout out to my New Zealand round table. We had a great meeting in Auckland the last couple of days. We had a couple of really good workouts, perhaps insane workouts, some may say, but it was great going over there. And I always appreciate when my round tables come together, that they have the faith in me as well as each other to learn and to be able to grow in their businesses by being part of the round table. So thank you to you guys that came to that meeting. You know who you are, and I don't need to name you, but thank you. I also want to say a huge shout out. Last week's show has rated the roof off. I don't know what it was. Was it the 4 tips that I gave around leadership traits? But it certainly cracked some serious views over the first week. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that watched show 109. If you missed show 109, put 109 in the comments below. I give you 4 ways to improve your leadership. So please pop 109 in the comments and I'll send you the link to that show. It's been one of the best ranking shows I've had in a long time. Okay, so lots of people jumping on now. Morning, Hayes. How are you? Morning, Debs. Good to have you on. How's life at Fox Sports these days, mate? So in this show today, I am going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the answer to getting more creative. I'm going to give you the answer to innovating. I'm going to give you the answer to making more money. I'm going to give you the answer to doing things differently or doing things even better in your business. I'm going to give you the answer to having better work-life balance. I'm going to give you the answer to getting more shit done. I'm going to give you the answer to thinking clearly. Are you ready? Are you set? Give me a love heart right now if you want the answer to this question. Give me a love heart. George, how are you? Love heart right now. If you want the answer to this question, how do I get all this stuff done? Here it is. Ready? Drum roll, please. Brrr. It's get out of your daily environment. It's get out of your daily environment. You know, I bang on about this, but more times out of 10, I hear people trying to solve world poverty when they're sitting inside their office, when they're trying to think strategically and they're still in this operation mode. And this comes to me after the round table this week in Auckland. And it was after spending a couple of days with these gym owners, these business leaders, that I saw the guys arrive. I saw them walk in, and they had rounded shoulders. Their head was kind of bowed, furrowed brow. Their voice tonality was flat. And they even admitted that they'd been neck deep in operations in the business, in the day-to-day operations. They'd been up to here in their business. They hadn't had a chance to think strategically. They'd only had a chance to operate. Now, I don't care what business you're in. Welcome to running a small business. But it's not just a small business. Welcome to running a department. Welcome to coaching a sporting team. More often than not, we are up to here in operations, and that doesn't give us the headspace here to think clearly. So the answer to thinking clearly is to get out of the environment we're in, get to a neutral environment. Get out, get to a neutral environment that will enhance your thinking, will clear your thinking up. Now, the interesting thing is, for many of us, and give me a thumbs up if this is you. No one's going to see this, only I will, but give me a thumbs up if this is you. Do you love just trying to solve chaos in your business? Do you love just solving chaos? I mean, I think, in all honesty, many business owners, many department managers, many sporting coaches thrive on chaos. They thrive on being able to come in on their trusty white steed over the horizon into the business and solve the problems of the day, and then walk away and the staff go, wow, who was that masked man? Who was that superhero that came in and solved things for us? We thrive on chaos. Now, it's probably not literally healthy for people to thrive on chaos because you're pumping cortisol through your body, and that is not a healthy part of having a life. But give many business owners, many department managers, many sporting coaches, and perhaps even a few parents, they absolutely thrive on chaos. Ken tells me secretly I thrive on chaos, but I don't want anyone to know. But give people a choice of having a smooth running business or have a business that's going through chaos. They'll take that any day of the week. And one of the reasons that they do that is it doesn't require a lot of thinking. When you've got a business in chaos, all you've got to do is think operationally. All you have to do is think operations. It's not how to get better. It's not how to make sure that water isn't rough again. It's let's just try to smooth that water out. So your team probably don't like chaos, but you do. And it's difficult for them to know how to respond to you. It's difficult for them to know how to respond in the business when it's so chaotic. When you're running around putting out fires, they simply don't know how to respond to you or what to do, or they just look at you putting out fires and go, wow, there's Big Alan Leach over there in Dublin. Big Alan over there, he loves putting out fires, so I don't have to do any thinking. I'm just going to tell him about another fire, and I know he'll put it out. So they actually become lazy, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but they become lazy around their thinking in their business, and they just handball most of the challenges to you. So owners love Department managers love the concept of chaos and they thrive on chaos. But the problem is when we're living in chaos, we don't have clear air. Good morning, Nicole. Congratulations on opening that Pilates studio. The videos look beautiful. Looks like a lovely little establishment you've got there. Without clear air, without clearing all of the crap, which you may see as important, but without clearing the crap out of your head, you simply cannot think strategically. You cannot think, how do I innovate? How do I get better? How do I make more money? How do I have a better work-life balance? How do I give more time to my family? Well, you simply can't think clearly when you are in the business physically. When you are in the business physically. So, one more time for you. Without clearing all the crap from your head, you simply cannot think strategically. Without clearing all the crap from your head, you cannot think strategically. Now, the easiest way to clear all that crap out of your head is to change the physical location of where you're going to do that thinking. Just change the location of where you're going to do that thinking. Let me give you an example. On Wednesday morning, first thing Wednesday morning, I caught up with a coaching client of mine in her business. She showed me through, she gave me a tour of a facility, and we were talking about all the improvements that we could make as we walked through the facility. Now, the interesting thing was her eyes began to glaze over. Yes, she was taking some notes, but her eyes began to glaze over, and I could see her going on this little tangent. And so I asked her a question. And you know what that tangent was? Operations. It wasn't strategically how do we get more customers through the door. It wasn't how do we get our customers to buy more with us. It wasn't how do we get our customers to come back. It was slipping into operations. Do you think I should put this here? Do you think I should have that there? What's the layout of this look like? And I'm like, whoa. We're not talking operations. We're talking strategy here. And then it even dawned on me that we'd slipped into firefighting. We'd slipped into exactly what I'm talking about today, thriving on chaos on the operations of the business and not stepping out of the business to think clearly. So I said, let's go. We're out of here. We went up the road to a cafe. We went up the road. It only took us 2, 3, 4 minutes to get to that cafe. Good morning, Eric, over there in the United States of America. Great to have you on board. Looking forward to your company coming down under, mate. That's very exciting. And we got out of the business. We went to the cafe, and in 45 minutes, we added around about $36,000 clear profit to her bottom line as we thought strategically about what we could do in her business, And we brain dumped the ideas. It was a massive creative opportunity. We wouldn't have achieved that if we stayed inside her business. And this really is the key to thinking clearly. It's getting outside of the physical premises, going somewhere else and thinking and talking. Yes, you need someone else with you, sure. But often for me, the most creative thoughts I get are often when I'm on a plane. Often when I am thinking, it's on a plane because I've got no internet, I've got nowhere between. It just helps me. So this is the thing that I want you to think about. What I want you to consider, what you want to develop is how do you think strategically? Simply get out of the location you're in and start to think strategically. That's the goal. Okay, so what does all of that mean? Well, the goal has to be for you to take your business to the next level. From here to here, we have to think strategically. We cannot thrive on chaos, so we have to get out of the business and we have to go into a neutral place and get that fresh thinking. If you want to be innovative, if you want to think, how do I grow this beast of a business? If you want to simply work out, how do I get more work-life balance? Then get out of where you're in and start to think clearly. My roundtable told me this week. The timing was perfect because I've been flat out at work and I just needed to get out of the business. And by the end of 48 hours as a group, talking, thinking clearly, training, adding oxygen to the way we think, this group of people, well, they walked out of the meeting literally physically taller, better posture, stronger. Yeah, their brain was fried, but you could see physically they were in a different place. And you can do the same thing. You just have to have the discipline to step out of the business in order to improve. That's all it is. Who's up for that? What do you think? Do you think you could do this? Do you think you could commit to getting out of the business for 1 hour a week to think strategically on how to get your business better, to think strategically about your marketing, not operationally about your marketing, but strategically around your marketing? Do you think you could step out of your business just for 1 hour every week? If you think you could, give me a love heart right now. Give me a love heart. What's on this week for me? Oh, by the way, if you think anyone could benefit from the show, as always, please tag them in the comments below to get them thinking what you're thinking, which is clear up the head. Let's get out of here. Okay, what's on this week for me? I'm in Sydney all week. I'm speaking on Thursday. I've got a couple of sessions at a Debit Success conference. I'll be speaking there on Thursday. We are just about a week and a half away of rolling out a brand new product to help health club owners. So we're pretty excited about that, and we'll have that all sorted by the end of the week. So that is exciting. And other than that, what else am I doing? Got a big shout out to the Norths Rugby Club. They've got their semi-final looking to go to the big dance this Sunday. And I've got netball with Zoe tomorrow morning, which is our last round game, and we will be minor premiers. We'll be minor premiers. We'll take the flag before we head to the semi-finals. So that's pretty exciting. All things exciting in our house with netball this weekend. Hey, thank you for tuning in to JTInTheRaw Show 110. Today's show was all about helping you think more clearly by getting to a neutral environment. So therefore, my quote of the week will not surprise you. My quote of the week will not surprise you. Go to a new environment to think on making a brighter future rather than surviving the present. Yes, Chris Stevenson, netball is a real thing, you cheeky individual. Go to a new environment to think on making a brighter future rather than just surviving the present. How about that? Like, that is a very deep quote of the week from me. Go to a new environment to think on making a brighter future rather than just surviving the present. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned in to JTInTheRaw. Really appreciate everybody coming on board this morning. Must have been a good topic. Please share the show. Tag anyone you think who could benefit. I love doing this stuff, and I hope you got benefit out of it as well. Julian Hager. I'm not sure I want to say that one, but go the All Blacks. If we could just get over that hoodoo for the Wallabies this weekend, that will make my weekend. Win netball, win the All Black test by the Wallabies, and win North's rugby. And Chris Stevenson, it has nothing to do with Quidditch, so we don't care about Quidditch. Quote of the week: go to a neutral environment to think on making a brighter future rather than just surviving the present. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in 7 days' time for JTInTheRaw.